America invaded Afghanistan, hunting Al-Qaeda, hunting bin Laden. By December, intelligence had located Tora Bora, a cave complex in the White Mountains. Al-Qaeda had used it for years.
The caves weren't natural. They'd been improved, reinforced, connected by tunnels.
American special forces set up in the valley below. Green Berets, CIA operatives, working with Afghan allies. The plan: Northern Alliance fighters would assault the caves on foot. American special forces would coordinate, and American air power would bomb the mountains into rubble. The caves were spread across multiple ridgelines, elevations from 8,000 to 13,000 feet, interconnected.
December 3rd, the bombing began. B-52s flying from Diego Garcia, 7-hour flights, carrying 70,000 pounds of bombs each.
They flew at 40,000 feet, above the mountains, above the weather, above any threat, and dropped their bombs.
The bombs fell for minutes. Precision guided. GPS coordinates locked in. The explosions were massive. 2,000-pound bombs, designed to penetrate rock.
They called it carpet bombing, saturating an entire area. Nothing survived.
After the first night of bombing, the mountains were transformed.
The caves ran deep, hundreds of feet into the mountain. December 4th, Northern Alliance forces attacked, climbing toward the caves, through bombed terrain, under fire from Al-Qaeda positions above. Al-Qaeda fought back. From the caves, machine guns, RPGs. They had...
American air support arrived. F-15 Strike Eagles. They could see the battle below. Al-Qaeda positions marked by precision strikes. 500-pound bombs guided by GPS and laser, targeting individual cave entrances, individual bunker.
Direct hit. The cave entrance collapsed. Anyone inside was crushed or buried alive. But there were dozens of caves.
The battle became a siege. Northern Alliance attacking by day, pulling back at night. Airstrikes around the clock.
At night, AC-130 gunships took over, flying low, circling. Their sensors could see in the dark. Heat.
Intelligence was listening. Radio intercept. Tora voice.
American forces knew he was there. They could hear him. But where exactly? The caves went for miles. Finding one man in that fortress was nearly impossible.
The complex was enormous. Hundreds of caves, miles of tunnels. Some tunnels created. The Pakistan border was only miles away, through the mountains, and Pakistan was an ally.
Pakistan's forces didn't seal the border. Whether they couldn't or wouldn't, the result was the fame. The back door was open, and Al-Qaeda knew it.
Al-Qaeda prepared to escape. Bin Laden wasn't gonna die in these caves. He would slip out.
The bombing continued. Day 5, Day 6, Day 7. Hundreds of bombs.
The Northern Alliance pushed forward, taking caves, finding weapons, ammunition, documents, but not been...
Every cave they took was empty. Al-Qaeda had pulled back, deeper into the complex, or escaped entirely. December in the mountains was brutal. Below freezing at night. Snow, wind. Then something strange.
Northern Alliance leaders negotiated a ceasefire, a pause in the fighting.
The fighting stopped. For hours. The caves fell silent. The bombs stopped falling. When the Americans realized what happened, they demanded the bombing resume.
Immediately!
But precious hours had been lost. Hours bin Laden used to escape.
The bombing resumed. More intense than before. Massive ordnance. Fuel-air explosives. BLU-82. Daisy cutter, 1,000 pounds. the largest conventional bomb in existence.
The explosion was visible from space, a mushroom cloud like a small nuclear weapon.
After the Daisy Cutter, the valley was a moonscape. Nothing survived. But was bin Laden there? Or had he already escaped?
December 17th, the last major cave complex fell. Al-Qaeda resistance collapsed, hundreds of fighters killed, others captured. But the prize escaped.
Prisoners were interrogated. Where's bin Laden? He left, they said, days ago.
Through the mountains, into Pakistan. He escaped.
Intelligence suggested he crossed into Pakistan, into the tribal areas, where Pakistani authority was weak. The Battle of Tora Bora was over. Militarily, a success. Al-Qaeda destroyed as a fighting force in Afghanistan. The debate began immediately. How did he escape? Who was responsible? What went wrong? The main criticism: not enough American troops. Only a few dozen special forces on the ground, relying on Afghan allies.
A battalion of Marines was available at Kandahar. 1,000 men. Rangers at Tora Bora.
Why weren't they sent? Some say they didn't want heavy American footprint, wanted Afghans to do the fighting. Others say intelligence underestimated the cave complex.
Pakistan's role was equally controversial. They promised to seal the border. They didn't. Was it incompetence? Years later, intelligence reconstructed his escape through the White Mountains into Pakistan's tribal areas. Abbottabad, a military town in Pakistan, where bin Laden built his compound, where he lived for years.
The military learned from Tora Bora. Never again would they rely solely on proxy forces for critical missions. America stayed in Afghanistan 20 years, hunting Al-Qaeda, fighting Taliban, building nations. Because bin Laden escaped Tora Bora, thousands more Americans died. In Afghanistan, in Iraq.
With bin Laden alive, Al-Qaeda spread. Franchises in multiple countries, inspiring terrorist attacks worldwide.
The hunt never stopped. CIA operations, special operations raids, every cave, every
The caves of Tora Bora remain, damaged, abandoned, a reminder.
Military schools teach Tora Bora as a case study in what not to do, how not to conduct operations.
At Tora Bora, proxy forces, insufficient troops, open escape routes. At Abbottabad, Navy.
Catching bin Laden at Tora Bora would have required perhaps 1,000 troops for a few weeks. Instead,
Tora Bora became political. Who made the decision not to send troops? Why? The blame spread across administration.
After Tora Bora, special operations changed. For critical missions, Americans do it themselves.
Special Operations Command expanded dramatically. More SEALs, more Rangers, more Delta. The Northern Alliance leaders who negotiated that ceasefire? Some became part of Afghanistan's new government. Their role in bin...
Afghans knew the mountain passes, knew the escape routes. Some helped Al-Qaeda escape for money.
The border region remained Al-Qaeda sanctuary for years. Drone strikes tried to eliminate fighters, but the CIA's drone program expanded massively after Tora Bora. If they couldn't catch terrorists, they'd kill them from the air. America pressured Pakistan, billions in aid, conditional on cooperation. But Pakistan played both sides.
The SEAL raid on Abbottabad was everything Tora Bora wasn't. American forces only.
Historians debate, what if bin Laden had been caught at Tora Bora? Would the war on terror have been shorter?
the accounting is sobering. Thousands of American lives. Those who fought at Tora Bora carry the knowledge. They had him. They almost caught him.
Tora Bora was one battle in a 20-year war. America won nearly every battle, but lost the war.
Veterans who fought at Tora Bora watched the Taliban take Kabul in 2021. Everything they fought for,
Museums preserve Tora Bora artifacts, captured Al-Qaeda weapons, documents, maps.
At Tora Bora today, markers explain the battle. For tourists, for historians, for anyone.
Dozens of books analyze Tora Bora. Military studies, intelligence reports, investigative journals.
Tora Bora taught geopolitical lessons about relying on allies with different agendas, about respecting
Intelligence gathering improved after Tora Bora. Better surveillance, more analysts, improved technology. The hunt for bin Laden consumed resources.
The White Mountains remain unchanged, indifferent to human drama.
Technology advanced dramatically after Tora Bora. Better drones, better surveillance, better precision weapons.
For the military, Tora Bora was frustration. They came so close, had the target.